Hey guys, welcome back to another What If. Today we're doing part 2 to What If Naruto female was a gymnast. If you know what happened in the last part, there will be a link in the description down below, which will take you to a playlist where you can watch part 1, or this part if you haven't watched part 1 yet. Or you can watch all of this, and at the end of the What If video, there will be the on-screen cards that you'll be able to select. One will be chosen by YouTube, another one will be the latest upload, which will be this one, part 2, or if this is like a year old, then it'd be whatever currently is uploaded, and the third one will be the playlist, with the middle icon being my channel, so you can click on it and subscribe if you want to. Anyway, so yes, so let's get into where we slightly left off. So it'd be the day of the finding out their team placement. Due to the fact Naruto is of course had for 8 around about 8 years, had been in the gymnastics academy and not shinobi academy, well, ninja academy. He wouldn't be was going to the ninja academy to find out who'd be sensei and what team he'd be on. And due to that, he would instead meet his sensei somewhat earlier in the day, as as the ninja academy goes through their like their team 1, team 2, team 3, and so on. Because Hiruzen would obviously have Naruto come into the either Hokage Tower or wherever and meet his sensei, then during that portion of time, so that when Team 7 is Team 7, 8 and 10, or at least after the hour period, they'd be able to meet up. And anyway though, and so that's what kind of would be happening right now. Kakashi, Hiruzen just shown Kakashi, Sasuke Uchiha's, and Sakura Haruno's places. And though currently they were sitting down as Kakashi goes, so what about the third teammate? I'm pretty sure you wouldn't have just given me 2 this year, Kage-sama. Well, no, of course I haven't given you to Kakashi. You do have a third teammate, which should be here next minute or so. Oh, and may I ask who as Kakashi go he is? Yes. Well, as of course you're now, while you've been a January for a while, and as he's actually done a separate graduation due to some uniqueness on where he was trained and brought up. He was he's not in the, of course he was never in the ninja academy, but he of course wanted to become a ninja. Though he also wanted to do something else as well, and so made agreement. And the person's name is, as you'd know, as you've been or at least when the child, up until the child was 4 years old, you'd been demanding that I let you look after him, as you'd then go. So a second or so later, a couple of seconds later, he'd go wide-eyed as decision. We'd go, I see, you've figured it out. Yes, it's Naruto Uzumaki. Yeah, you're somewhat, though, and whilst I have tried to look for the somewhat adoption letters that Minato was almost completed, and I've tried looking for them, but they have just gone, they're burnt, they haven't even existed. I knew he was somewhat doing it because Kushina had somewhat told me, and of course can't exactly somewhat redo that process now because but as they're dead, which is Kakashi just somewhat just nod, though he'd go, well, at least I'll somewhat finally be able to train him, right? Does Kakashi go, well, yes, though the only thing I will somewhat tell you is that you cannot tell him who his father is. Not somewhat yet, as well, I'd rather not be haunted by Kushina, or when I go and meet her in the afterlife, be tortured somewhat by her. So, yeah, once Naruto becomes Chunin, or of the age of 18, you can somewhat tell him who his father is. And yes, he already somewhat knows who his mother is, the somewhat Uzumaki clan. And somewhat that had informed him. Kakashi would somewhat just nod as I'd go, there you are, somewhat old man. I presume this person sitting next to you is somewhat gonna be my my whatever team I'm on is somewhat sensei. Kakashi would somewhat visibly jump as well. Here's him with somewhat shock. I just go, yes, join us, sit down, Naruto. And Kakashi was completely somewhat startled. Of course, he'd been sensing. He could sense the somewhat birds that were chirping, the squirrels that were running about, the foxes that were somewhat either sleeping or that at the moment, and somewhat people that were somewhat walking by further somewhat away, and he couldn't sense this kid. Well, somewhat, he'd been trained well. Whoever he'd been training with had trained him down well, though he knew who he'd been training with, Cheetah, and or Lilith. Anyway, here's like well, Naruto, this is Kakashi Hatake, your somewhat your team sensei's, well, your team's sensei, and Kakashi, this is, as you know, Naruto Uzumaki. Kakashi would somewhat just nod as they'd somewhat both say hi to one another, as his would somewhat get up and go, well, he'd somewhat crack his back as he'd go, well, I've got some training and paperwork to do, but you need to get somewhat talking to get to know one another, as you've got at least an hour and a half till you're meant to meet up with your team. You'd say both Kakashi and Naruto would say hi in near unison. With that, Kakashi not Kakashi, Hizen would somewhat give them somewhat another smile as he would then disappear in a puff of smoke. Knowing a swallow of leaves. And Kakashi then somewhat kind of turned to Naruto. Actually, he'd get off the chair and somewhat go and somewhat immediately somewhat just kind of on the floor, kind of just deep, straight up bow, his head somewhat on the ground as he'd somewhat just he'd go, Naruto, I'm sorry. Naruto would somewhat be taken aback. He'd never known, of really, well, I did know of, the person's somewhat stuff during the tail end of the third grade the night before, but what was he saying sorry to him? He'd go and he'd ask, Sensei, are you saying sorry? Somewhat to me, you yes, actually go, I'm sorry, I was somewhat never kind of there somewhat for you. I knew your parents, Naruto, and I knew them well after somewhat my own kind of somewhat my own, I never really knew my mother as she had passed away, and while my father he'd killed himself. But yeah, I'd somewhat grown to know of your somewhat parents and actually go close, very close to somewhat to them, and they were even going to somewhat try and adopt me. Well, but then the Nine Tails somewhat happened, and the Nine Tails attack happened, and well, the Hokage, no matter how the somewhat final Hokage, no matter how much he somewhat tries to find them, he find the adoption somewhat like this, as the somewhat adoption form as somewhat it was nearly complete at the time, and yeah, and somewhat just so I was somewhat never there before you when somewhat your mother Kushina somewhat died, so I was just with somewhat my team somewhat dying, pretty much losing all my somewhat team. The fourth Hokage, who was my somewhat sensei, with him dying as well, and somewhat your parents, who I was also somewhat close with. I just somewhat ended up kind of just, in a way, I guess, just becoming just somewhat broke in a way. I couldn't really somewhat kind of function, and I'd somewhat kind of wanted to adopt you so badly. I kept on asking him every somewhat year, pretty much almost every day I could, and yeah, up until somewhat was around 4 years old when somebody told me that she was somewhat now somewhat living with Cheetah, and I somewhat kind of stopped, and he told me that I somewhat couldn't make obviously contact with you. I asked him somewhat, I don't know why somewhat couldn't I, and well, yeah, of course I was still hadn't really kind of gotten over the somewhat loss of just somewhat all my just precious people just not existing, somewhat no more, and yeah, and somewhat and whilst I in a way still haven't quite gotten over it, I'm somewhat a lot better now, but still I'm just as somewhat before you could somewhat continue onwards, I'd somewhat be shocked that his sensei was close to his parents, though it's no problem, sensei. You had your own somewhat issues. Whilst it would have been somewhat nice to have someone who was close to my parents when I was growing up, but still, and somewhat I think the saying goes, better late than never. It's actually someone look up him. You forgive me as that don't go out. Why should I somewhat hate you? You had your somewhat own issues. You'd lost, as you somewhat said, your entire somewhat team, and your sensei, the somewhat fourth Hokage, and yeah, I couldn't. Yeah, I somewhat. Yeah, and I somewhat couldn't be angry at, or at least somewhat mad at that. As long as there was actually a real reason, kind of why, then there's no real reason for me to be angry. After all, it just feels the thing of hatred. It's acid, someone to be surprised and someone nod as it's someone get up, and they would somewhat start talking as Cash would tell him somewhat of his somewhat time that he had somewhat with somewhat Kushner, and yeah, and that he somewhat definitely looks that, well, yeah, he's definitely somewhat got more of his mum's appearance and that. I mean, yeah. And yeah, the Kikashi would somewhat also kind of ask him, though, when I was somewhat in the Hokage's office, when he'd initially told me who my team somewhat was, he'd state that you also, or at least that my third teammate, well, the third, which I presume is somewhat, well, somewhat you had a somewhat slight, conflicting issue or something like that. It's not to go, something like that is a little bit for one. I should go, well, somewhat you see as they're talking somewhat before long, you should somewhat go and just look up kind of to the sky. I should go, hi, and some kind of start with his own self, as you know, like it was time to somewhat pick up, or at least nearing somewhat time to pick up Team somewhat 7, or well, the last two members of Team 7, as he'd go, so he'd somewhat see to somewhat get up, and that would somewhat look at him as yeah, they'd somewhat finished talking to one another around a minute or so back, and they'd just been kind of relaxing in some comfortable, quiet silence. And yeah, it was good. I should go well. As it's somewhat nearing some time, I decided generally like was I did somewhat kind of rub the back of his head. Generally like 3 hours somewhat late. I would somewhat like to, I guess, kind of somewhat fresh start and try and really, I guess, try and really be involved with this team. And as such, the first part of being more involved in a somewhat team is to arrive on time. So yeah, you'd somewhat just there, and yeah, they then seem to somewhat walk towards the Ninja Academy. Somewhat after a while, when they were somewhat well within grounds, Kakashi turned to Naruto and go, you can somewhat meet somewhat meet the team on the roof. I'll somewhat be there. Say, as you'd somewhat look up, say within like 5 or so minutes. And yeah, though that dude somewhat just nod and go, hi, okay, so it's hi. As you then somewhat disappear in, well, yeah, you then somewhat similarly go and somewhat disappear, or at least, well, no, you then seemingly like just break up into foxes, into 9 foxes, 9 one-tailed foxes, as Kakashi would just somewhat blink, and you just think, you just somewhat shake his somewhat head, and just think ironic. That is the awkward. You'd know that Naruto knows that obviously he's the 9,000 tracking. Anyway, you just think that was ironic. And yeah, and the next thing something witness would be somewhat 1, and then, well, yeah, somewhat the 9 foxes then proceed to just run up the side of the school building and up, while the Ninja Academy building, and then onto the roof, as it just go, well, that's one way to do Ascension, I guess. No, somewhat like he said, as he proceeded to enter the academy and making up to the correct somewhat floor. Yeah, I need somewhat see teams 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, and 10 somewhat senseis there. As you guys go, I'm not late, am I? As the somewhat kind of just D6 senseis will go, you're early, and somewhat ask them and go, excited to somewhat find out. Excited to see somewhat that person is Kakashi would somewhat strike and go, meh, I've already have met him, he's not in the classroom. So I go, oh? Well, I guess that makes so much sense. You, after all, well, though what someone dad had someone had obviously told me about him. Yeah, I would go who, him, what? Teams 8, since he would somewhat saying somewhat confusion as someone got let's just somewhat say someone say like one of say Kakashi's say somewhat close kind of friends who had died during the Ninth House attack had a child. That child is who's going to be somewhat there his third team his third somewhat the third member of Team 7. Can I go, oh, yeah, they'd somewhat talk for a bit more as though, and yeah, and somewhat before they kind of know it, they'd somewhat witness some Team 6's sensei and Team somewhat 6 like walk out the somewhat door, and they'd somewhat be a bit surprised. They've been talking somewhat for 10-ish minutes, 10-15 minutes. Right, Kakashi would then somewhat look at them and go, well, somewhat, why don't we somewhat say go in and somewhat have our teams somewhat go to the roof and somewhat have a kind of introduction or to somewhat gather, as after all, would probably be more than likely to somewhat work together, because after all, Team somewhat 7 is more of a frontline-ish fighter, as I should say, is Asuma somewhat go, yeah, that somewhat, as you'd think for probably sound go, I somewhat agree with you, Kakashi. As I would somewhat go, what you two somewhat kind of somewhat meaning not quite being able to follow it, as you use a new Jonin sensei. Well, in the besides being somewhat a Jonin not all that long, there's also obviously somewhat a should be obviously a somewhat sensei as well. As they go as Asuma would go, well, somewhat what me and Kakashi was agreeing, talking and agreeing to was that, well, Team 7 is a somewhat frontline fighter, Team 8 is somewhat, your team is kind of a specialised tracking team, and mine is a kind of more specialised in information kind of gathering somewhat type there. As Kakashi go, well, depends on the Team 7 you somewhat look at. It's going to go, what do you mean the Team 7? Well, if you somewhat say look at the the 3 legends I was signing, they had somewhat a medic, a damn good information gathering, and a frontline somewhat fighter, though granted all 3 were good at frontline fighting, they all had their individual kind of somewhat field. So Team 7's more of a kind of just group of people, more of a just kind of like a kind of jack of all trades kind of somewhat field. But obviously we can track and well yeah, but yeah, we're more than likely to obviously work together. Just go and someone just not as they then proceed to somewhat walking together as yeah. Loads somewhat line up in front as Gikoshi say Team 7. Somewhat stand by me. As somewhat Sasuke and Sakura would get up and proceed to somewhat walk towards their senseis. Sasuke would somewhat have a Sasuke would somewhat have a kind of confused look on his face as Iruka had somewhat told him, or more specifically somewhat Sakura, because Sakura had branded that she was somewhat alone, she was alone with Sasuke. And Iruka somewhat said that they had third teammates as they'd be meeting them when they meet their sensei. Well, that third teammate wasn't there, so where was he? Yeah, or her, though he's pretty sure it's a he, considering what that Iruka had said. Anyway, though next, somewhat Kurenai would go Team 8, as I have to somewhat remember their names. Hinata. No, not Choji. Wrong team. Hinata, Kiba, and Shino would somewhat proceed to get up as they would go and somewhat walk behind somewhat that sensei, or at least they'd guess to somewhat do that as from Team 7 sensei. As then Asuma would call out his team. They would somewhat do so. Granted, there was somewhat last three, and yeah. So Shikamaru Nawa, Choji Akamichi, and Ino Yamanaka would somewhat get up and they would walk over. Yeah, they would somewhat then turn once they'd all there, and I forgot his name again. Asuma would then somewhat state that. Well, yeah, all three would somewhat tell them to meet them on the somewhat roof, as this would be a joint somewhat kind of introductory. They'd somewhat they'd all somewhat nod as the three sensei would then disappear in a somewhat, all three would disappear in a somewhat puff smoke. As though before somewhat they would Shikamaru somewhat would kind of just somewhat barely ask, somewhat what roof, and though he'd get somewhat no answer, though Sasuke would somewhat just, though once they would call him Sasuke would grunt and would say somewhat grunt and simply just state the school somewhat roof of the school roof, obviously Nara. As now it's somewhat just start at Sasuke as he'd somewhat just signed, just somewhat whisper, quite troublesome. As they then somewhat proceed to somewhat follow as though somewhat though and somewhat Sakura somewhat start kind of either arguing about somewhat Sasuke and maybe why they were doing this, when Shikamaru would speak up and say that they'd more or less that it somewhat made somewhat sense that the three senseis were somewhat doing this, as they would somewhat everyone besides Sasuke would somewhat kind of look at him as Shikamaru would go, or the reason why somewhat is obvious is because the fact that while it's clear Team 7 is more of a somewhat frontline fighting somewhat team. Team 8 is more of a tracking based team. And then then there's me team then there's my team 10, which is more of a information gathering somewhat based team, and that because so all three teams generally, or at least somewhat specialised, tend somewhat best work somewhat together, as the frontline fighters are going to need information, and to get the information, the tracking team needs to have the information, the people to the team to gather or at least to lead them to that target to gather the information, and also to lead the frontline fighters to the front, either the front line or the person that needs some dealing with. They just go instead continue to somewhat walk up to the rooftop of the academy, the Ninja Academy. From somewhat there, and go to the team senseis. Teams 7, 8 and 10 somewhat sensei, from when they'd just made somewhat disappeared. Kakashi would arrive first, followed by 1/4 of a second somewhat after. While he'd go once he'd arrive on the rooftop in a somewhat puff of smoke, he'd go somewhat Naruto. Hey there, sensei. As he'd somewhat quirk an eyebrow, as he could see that Kakashi was about to tell him something, because Kakashi would go, well, expect to have somewhat two more teams. Naruto would quirk an eyebrow, but would just somewhat nod and go, okay, sensei. As 1/4 of a second later, Asuma would appear, and 1/4 of a second after Asuma would appear, so half a second after Kakashi would arrive, so on the rooftop, teams 8 Kurenai would appear in a puff of smoke. And a couple of seconds would go by as Asuma, Kurenai and Naruto just stare at Kakashi kind of expectantly, as Kakashi kind of look at the three big fuse, as he then realise, as he then chuckle a little bit and rub the back of his head / neck. Go sorry, right. Naruto, Naruto, this is Asuma Satori, this is Naruto Uzumaki. Naruto, this is Kurenai, Naruto, this is Kurenai Yuki. Kurenai, this is Naruto Uzumaki. They would they would then say hi to one another, as Kurenai would quirk an eyebrow and would go, is that your shinobi outfit? Naruto. Can I ask? As Asuma was is slightly curious, as Kakashi would blink, as he then look at Naruto once more, and then register that Naruto wasn't, or at least exactly didn't look. Well, granted, shinobi generally, shinobi or ninjas wore whatever they really liked. But Naruto would go, I do actually have a proper somewhat shinobi outfit that I've kind of somewhat made for myself, though you'd somewhat see it tomorrow, of course. And yeah, this is more so kind of just somewhat comfortable clothing, as after all this is only somewhat the introduction. Somewhat today and tomorrow is the somewhat of the real gaining test, as though somewhat like as you just go, somewhat you know, and I don't go yeah, I thought it was kind of obvious. So after all the somewhat the gaining grad, the somewhat you do kind of bunny ears and somewhat bunny ears / quotes as you go out the gaining or the or the academy gaining the graduation test is only somewhat meant to check to make sure we have qualifiable somewhat history of the somewhat of the shinobi world, so we know of the 5 great shinobi villages and somewhat that somewhat to see if we have some basic to make sure we understand the basic taijutsu stance, which I have a custom taijutsu stance to make sure we can do the somewhat 3 basic somewhat jutsus, or somewhat the somewhat variants of 2 of them, which are the clone jutsu transformation, or rather the genjutsu, the illusionary transformation, and then the replacement jutsu, or the somewhat variants for the clone jutsu being any of the elemental ninjutsu ones, or the shadow clone / multi-shadow clone jutsu, and then the somewhat transformation is the solid transformation, which 95% of all genin know the solid transformation jutsu, and all jonin, chunin, jonin and anbu know the solid transformation one, though why none of these really utilise it, I don't really know. It's pretty useful. And yeah, I guess that's like for the replacement, I guess maybe somewhat sensing, or a somewhat teleportation, somewhat jutsu. I was gonna go, somewhat you mean like what the second Hokage somewhat made, somewhat used. Is I would go, well, yeah, somewhat I guess I should go somewhat what do you mean by you guesses now to go well, the second Hokage didn't well, the somewhat second Hokage's somewhat, well, I guess it is the second Hokage's somewhat jutsu, or at least the one that he's somewhat most famous for, isn't actually a teleportation jutsu. That's what the fourth Hokage became famous for, but the second did make a teleportation ninjutsu. It's just not the one that everyone else knows him for, and somewhat that. The one that everyone knows him for and confuses with the teleportation one, the flying Raijin one, somewhat is actually unnamed somewhat ninjutsu. Could say it was the somewhat beta version. Well, it was like a somewhat like early version, a very early version of the flying somewhat Raijin in a way, I guess. Anyway, the somewhat, as I said, the one somewhat which is unnamed, is pretty much just a speed based somewhat when it pulls the somewhat they use and marks their somewhat kunai and then throws it, and unlike the flying thunder god, which they after a second or so will teleport to that instantly, this pulls the user towards it at a height and a very fast speed. So fast that the Uchi's Sharingan or Mangekyo Sharingan could not perceive that movement. It could not see them. They were just blurs. And so it was the somewhat weapon, and then during the second shinobi somewhat, or at least during the somewhat time afterwards, the founding of Konoha and the first Great Shinobi War, doing that he'd somewhat truly somewhat completed it, or completed a completely different jutsu, which is the Flying Thunder God, the teleportation jutsu that everyone confuses the unknown named jutsu for. And then of course the fourth Hokage, or Kanazawa Facet, then proceeded to somewhat learn that during the Third Great Shinobi War, and then somewhat proceeded to learn and then somewhat make his own kind of two versions of that. As the first version, or version 1, got rid of the time delay, as when you'd activate the jutsu it'd be a second or two before you would be teleported towards your kunai. It got rid of that, and it was more chakra efficient as well. The second version of Flying Thunder God, version 2, once more increases its efficiency even more, and during the Nine Tails attack, when the Nine Tails launched a beast ball at the Hokage monument, the fourth Hokage, another ability of the second, or version 2 of the Flying Thunder God jutsu, was that he could link two of his 3-pronged kunai together, and when anything hit them, the one that he was holding, that he was sending chakra to, it would open a somewhat black portal, or what would be more amply known as a door through space-time, or in others somewhat just quite simply as a door. It's, you just somewhat open a door and you're in the room. But instead of that, just think, say you open a door and you're, say, the other side of, the other side of Konoha, or somewhat you're on top of the you're on top of the say the Reikage's somewhat place, or wherever, or somewhere in Iowa, or that wherever the kunai was that you link to, and anyway, that's somewhat that was the somewhat ability that he'd worked into it, and they would just kind of stare at him and somewhat shocked, as well. Kakashi somewhat knew that. He didn't even, he knew that Naruto was somewhat into Funjutsu, as Naruto somewhat, and of course told him, and somewhat how the and somewhat how his kind of seal worked, and it was two different seals working in unison together. Anyway, though, Kakashi would somewhat go, though if you somewhat know something about it, have you I may somewhat know of the somewhat jutsu, and the Flying Thunder God jutsu, is pretty much a glorified summoning jutsu, summoning contract. That's pretty much what it is. exactly is that a somewhat yeah. And even though I somewhat know that, of course, I am not currently skilled enough in Finjutsu to actually make one. Though I do somewhat plan on eventually making one. Though I guess I have a bastardized version which is using somewhat ceiling scroll, I guess. But yeah, it's somewhat kind of a bit on a somewhat unknown, still working on it at the moment. And they would somewhat just started them, and just nowadays they would somewhat think damn, Kakashi got lucky. Kakashi got damn lucky with someone Naruto. Yeah. Either that or somewhat Hibbs was playing favourites and just dumped that on him. Though, granted, they could see the way Kakashi somewhat immediately changed after, or at least Asuma could somewhat see how Kakashi had changed just after somewhat meeting Naruto. And, well, yeah, from generally being 3.5, maybe even 4 hours late to dead on time. Well, actually slightly early. Which, yeah, whatever they talked about in that clearly helped Kakashi in more ways than anyone else has ever done. And yeah, anyway, though, as they would somewhat continue to talk for a bit longer, though this time about some just somewhat random stuff, and yeah, more or less kind of just what he'd been somewhat up to and somewhat kind of that. And yeah, and though 3 to 4 minutes, though all of that obviously conversation was though a minute or so after that, they would hear the door, they'd hear the door creep open as they would somewhat kind of stop talking, as they'd somewhat turn, as they'd see Sasuke somewhat come, and Kakashi just somewhat gesture to somewhat sit down in somewhat front, as 5 to 10 seconds later, somewhat Sakura, Team 8 and 10 would arrive, as they would then somewhat all sit down. They'd all somewhat kind of send somewhat Naruto somewhat curious look, and this person she somewhat, they all guessed that was Team 7's third teammate, but where was his Hittite or her Hittite? They couldn't exactly somewhat tell, as well, like it was clear, like the person had a feminine figure, and it was kind of somewhat hard to somewhat tell, though somewhat Naruto would be somewhat wearing just somewhat kind of somewhat fiery orange somewhat shorts and a somewhat white top. Though Kakashi they would then somewhat start their kind of interjections with Kakashi. Though Kakashi obviously somewhat would though he'd look towards somewhat Asuma to go, how about you go highest to somewhat lowest, which Asuma would somewhat understand as somewhat saying you go first, then somewhat Team 8, because they're on some either side, and somewhat Naruto, will go somewhat last, as, they would obviously somewhat want to know, so it'd be best to somewhat let them all introduce them first themselves and then somewhat Naruto, instead of doing it the other way around. So the information somewhat from what they possibly get from Naruto could sink into their minds. That was the somewhat silent conversation that he and Asuma would have. Asuma would just somewhat, no, don't go, somewhat, you blondie, ponytail blondie, introduce yourself. Somewhat your likes or dislikes, what's name, your somewhat dream or goal for the future. I should go, well, say, how about you, somewhat, go first, Rich. The 8 was somewhat kind of, 7, Naruto nor Sasuke would somewhat nod like that. So they have something just somewhat nod as Asuma somewhat puff on his somewhat cigarette, as he then let out somewhat sigh slash somewhat smirk, as he then go, well, I'm Asuma Toby, as he proceeded to somewhat introduce himself, as then from that Ino would then somewhat go, then Choji, and finally Shikamaru. Then somewhat teammate would go next, or Kona would go next, go then Hinata, then Shino, and somewhat then Kiba. From there, somewhat Kakashi would begrudgingly do somewhat his somewhat his thing, though he'd be somewhat kind of like in canon simply kind of being somewhat aloof, though somewhat he would state that he likes to somewhat read, and that was the somewhat only thing they really got out from him, besides from his name, that he liked to read. Though somewhat to Naruto, it was like somewhat to Naruto, you could somewhat see, I don't exactly trust any of you somewhat yet, and the fact you're not really somewhat shinobi yet, so I'm not going to, tell you, I think, somewhat a lot about myself, because you may end up failing, and there's no need, from, people that have failed to know really anything about me. So, yeah, though somewhat Naruto would then somewhat Kakashi would somewhat point out and would go, somewhat, then somewhat introduce yourself, as instead of somewhat say, like, he'd of course scored somewhat Sakura Pinky and somewhat Sasuke kind of emo, broody, somewhat brat. Yeah, somewhat Mr. Emo, Mr. Broody, emo broody. Yeah. Anyway, though somewhat everyone's eyes, and everyone's somewhat eyes and ears, everyone would somewhat know, occasional somewhat slight whispers, but it would just be dead quiet. And they would all somewhat look at Naruto, as Naruto would go, my name's Naruto Uzumaki. I, of course, somewhat have likes, I have dislikes, I have dreams, I have goals. And somewhat they just start him as Soccer goes somewhat, and as Naruto goes somewhat, and what? As he'd somewhat then look at Kakashi, as Kakashi would go, let's get you all somewhat individual, and they'd all somewhat kind of sweat droppers. That was all that somewhat you'd say. Granted, Sasuke didn't really say much either. Yeah. Though it'd go somewhat now then. It'd go somewhat, who should somewhat tell them, as somewhat the somewhat free journey would seem to somewhat have a somewhat conversation. Though finally though Cash would somewhat let us and go, well, fine, I guess it's my job. I'm the one that called you all up here. Well then, as much as you may believe that you're getting now and that, well, sorry to burst your bubble, but you are not getting the exam that you've the academy getting graduation test is part 1 of a 2-part test. First part is just to make sure, is just to read out the ones that have 0 skill in becoming shinobi, or ninja, shinobi, or kunoichi. And this one will make sure that you have the know-how, skills, and knowledge, also the actual abilities of a true shinobi, or kunoichi, by a true ninja, by a real-world test, as in as 3 will have a test more so qualified for, say, what our team's role is gonna be. And yeah, kind of Sakura Ino and Kiba, who'd go, that's somewhat unfair. And we worked hard as Kakashi would simply, Naruto would simply state, well, then you didn't work hard enough. This is pretty much very obvious. After all, you really think that they're just gonna let people that may not be able to properly, truly throw straight, or someone who can truly go undercover, or that granted we won't be thrown into missions straight away, and that would be more or less tests made sure that we can properly work together and get some more and harder training before we can actually truly do leave the village, as leaving the village is it's a dangerous world out there. Is they look at him and Sakura and how do you know that is that would go, well, I've been outside the village more than once, and I can very much say that I've probably almost lost my life a good couple handful of times, if it wasn't for the people I had say my mum and the Jonin or Ambu that I had protecting me, I would have most definitely have died. Though, and when I mean mum, I mean adopted mother. Mine's dead, has been since I was born. Same with father. It's simply just stayed with really 0 emotion, and almost like I don't really care there that's my dad, I don't really care, don't feel somewhat sorry for me, kind of type I wouldn't want anyone to feel sorry for him. And yeah, and it's safe to say though a couple would be shocked though. Yeah, and Sakura would just just stand out in somewhat shock and that, and Kiwi would then go, well, what's it like outside the village? And what do you think? It's just a load of trees outside the village. It's pretty much just the village, just inside of it. Go to a damn forest and you know what it's like. It's Kikashi would snort at as he'd go, well then, though I presume though Sensei presume we're going to do our own individual test, or are you going to have it as to working together? Though they'd go, they'll ask me to go, whilst that may be good to build team to work as a more team, though it could be also a distraction, and so I believe it would be best that we do our somewhat tests separately. Somewhat, don't you think, Kunai? Hi, asthma. Whereas somewhat, well, yeah, I'm kind of somewhat the same with somewhat asthma. Kakashi just somewhat nod and go, well, yeah, of course, even though I just somewhat us, I do also obviously believe that obviously somewhat Sasuke and somewhat Naruto could be a definitely somewhat distraction to the somewhat gals, as and yeah, few somewhat just nowadays Kakashi go, well then Team 7, meet me tomorrow at 8 AM at Training Ground 7. With that, you're dismissed. As Naruto would then somewhat not go, okay, see you then, as you then somewhat seemingly just shatter into just 9 foxes that just run in separate directions down and off the village, somewhat down and yeah. Somewhat Kurenai would somewhat be somewhat shocked as Kakashi would disappear and sort of leaves, though both could still sense Kakashi was he hasn't, and me hadn't gone that far. And yeah, from there, somewhat yeah, Kurenai would then sort of tell Team 8 to meet her at Training Ground 8, and Asuma would state the same thing with somewhat his team meeting him at Training Ground 10 at 8 o'clock. Though somewhat, it's somewhat slightly kind of moaned that she's somewhat got the shop to look after. Though it simply does mode somewhat just shrug and go, well, you're gonna have to explain to your dad why you can't. Now, aren't you? And if you're not there, you'll fail your team. Failure to arrive on time. Yeah. Failure to arrive on time. If you're a minute late, I'll ignore all that. But if you're 5 or half an hour or an hour or 3 late, you fail immediately. All of yous go back to the academy, because one couldn't get there, but to the somewhat ground on time, so I'd stayed out with somewhat the 7 of them still there. Sasuke had left, though somewhat Sakura somewhat kind of, even though she'd wanted to run somewhat after Sasuke, she decided to somewhat wait and see what the other 2 senses may say. And yeah, she's somewhat gone past Kakashi may, their sensei may be the exact same thing. I may want them to be dead on time or early. So even though he'd said, oh yeah, meet me there at 8 o'clock, somewhat in the morning, 8 o'clock AM in the morning, so Sakura would somewhat just go up and would somewhat mentally decide that should be that. Well, she'd somewhat grind that she'd have to get up at somewhat kind of 7 to make herself all pretty and something like that, but yeah, somewhat whatever. Anyway, yeah, somewhat Naruto. Oh yeah, no, somewhat Naruto load. Yeah, somewhat he'd arrive. Yeah, somewhat he'd arrive somewhat home with somewhat 9 somewhat foxes seemingly coming together and forming him. As he'd form out of 9 foxes. Just like that. And somewhat kind of walk in. He'd somewhat take off his somewhat sandals as he'd walk over and just plop onto the somewhat sofa, as he'd kind of wonder somewhat what he'd be somewhat doing. Yeah. Like what tasks they'd be somewhat doing tomorrow, as he'd somewhat think back, as he'd go, well, so more than likely it would be the bell test, as it makes the most sense, as it's what's kind of been Team 7's similarly kind of thing that's been passed down from each sensei of Team 7 from the further Kages from from when the final Kage was again into when the final Kage became the Hokage and a sensei. And well, yeah, when he became a sensei and they taught the three legendary legendary Sanin. And from there, then Jiraiya had then trained his his team and gave them the same test, the same bell test with with the Minato, the fourth Hokage, and then from there Minato the fourth, or at least before he became the fourth Hokage, when he became a sensei as well, he gave his team the bell test, and now Kakashi, who was on the fourth Hokage's team, now a sensei himself, would be given his team the bell test. Yeah, quite the reputation the bell test has. Yeah, probably the only team that has passed down its test through generations. Through what, 3 generations? One third sensei, third genin, third sensei, Jiraiya, sensei, Minato sensei, fifth. It'd be gone through. Oh no, 4 generations. That would be the fifth, or at least whoever becomes a Jonin sensei once they're all 18, 20, 22, 23 or 4 years old. Yeah. And and with that, guys, I am gonna end this what if here. Guys, if you have enjoyed this part, tell me, of course, in the comments down below. Also, in the comments, pinned comment, in the comment section, it'd probably be pinned. There should be, though, more than likely, it'd be in the the description, the poll, if you guys want part 3 to this, or if you want part 13 to what if Naruto went back in time but became a girl, part 13. So yeah, guys, as I said, if you have enjoyed this, tell me in the comments down below. Have a good day or night, wherever you are, and whenever you watch this, and good bye.